Got a blast.
What is going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling? And today, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make the one and only Kyrie Irving. I've been seeing the comments. I got y'all, man. I'll be in the lab trying to get these shades of, and not only shades of, I'll be trying to get the best shades of build, because sometimes when you make shades of a player, the build is not really the best. Yeah, you get the shades, but it's not the overall best player. But don't worry, I see all the comments, y'all writing me, telling me to make this build better. Just be patient. I got y'all, man. I got so many builds that I have to try to make that literally was, from months ago and weeks ago. Don't worry, I'm working on these builds, all right? So we're making Kyrie today, man. As a Mavs fan, this brings me joy and sadness. Joy because, we have Kyrie on the Mavs. The sadness is, if you have been aware, he got injured, he torn his ACL. And anytime a player that I'm a fan of or is on the same team as the Mavs and they get hurt with a torn ACL, I feel the same pain because I tore my ACL in high school. And like I said, it definitely changes you regardless of how much work you put in. It definitely changes people, so that's something to always keep in mind. But I'm definitely thankful, they're definitely thankful that we still got Kyrie, and can't wait for him to be back on the court hooping and strong. Alright, so you already know first and last name. We're making this build at point guard. Right hand jersey number is number 1. Now we are gonna go to 6'2" on the height, and then we're gonna go 195, and then we're gonna go 6'4" on our wingspan. And the fine is usually the body shape I always go with. 90 stamina automatically. Just expect all my OGen videos to have 90 stamina. 50 on the vertical. I don't believe you need anything higher. When I looked at the attributes, it said that he had like 80 something, but to me, I don't think that really makes any sense. We're not going to get contact dunks. We're not going to be snagging rebounds. The only thing that makes sense to go high on our vert is if we're going to see certain animations with our layups. Like if it's going to make us have higher layups, then maybe that's cool. But I don't think that really matters when it comes to vertical. The strength, he didn't have that much strength on the attribute, so we're just going to go 48. The acceleration, we're going to go with an 80. And then speed of 80 as well. So this is all we're gonna go with right here. Some people may say this is not enough, but to me, you can't have everything, especially on OGen. You have to have a lot of certain things at a certain amount in order to try to, still get a good build out of it and even get shades. So I was making this Kyrie build so many different ways until I finally realized, let me try to mimic a lot of these defensive parts. This is how you have to do it. You can probably do it another way, but I tried so many times. Alright, so you have to go with a 50 defensive rebound. Even if you're not going to get the badge, you still get rebound chaser though, see? So even if you don't have higher rebound chaser at like 93 or 85 or 99, you still get that badge off rip. You have to go 52 here on the offensive rebound. Even though you're not going to be blocking shots, you still get the chase down artist regardless. Go 52 on the block right here. Just go 50 here. It's still, we're also going 50. So this is how I had to put some attributes into this section in order to get shades of Kyrie. I tried to just put all of these empty, and the shades of Kyrie did not pop up, which was interesting. Kyrie's not the best defender, but he's not terrible. So we're just gonna go 73 right here. That's gonna give us 8 badge points, which is actually not bad. Usually Kyrie builds, like I know the ones that I made before had like 50 something per minute, but at least we do have a 73. So you can see the improvement in his attributes. Interior, we're not worried about that. The ball handling, we're having max ball handle. I would have loved to go 99. I think by going 99, what does that give us? It gives us handles for days, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that you need handles for days in Hall of Fame. I believe gold is still great, and you also look at that you get Hall of Fame, unpluckable. All of this is gonna be nasty. this is Kyrie all the way, right? So you don't need 99. And even if I was to make this build and, grind it out, I wouldn't be just spamming dribble moves. That's not really my style. So 98 ball handle, 70 on the pass accuracy. So you already know all of this right here is going to be fantastic. Just having this 98 is going to be insane. We're going with a 90 free throw because Kyrie is a great free throw shooter. We're only going to go 80 on the 3-point shot, and then we're going to go 85 on our mid-range shot. All right, so obviously to me, Kyrie should have 90 plus on the midi, because if you look at his attributes, he has that. But to be honest, we can't do so much and go so crazy. But I feel like this is probably the best Kyrie that you're going to find on YouTube. You have to have some posts as well. So 62, that's going to give you the dream shake on silver. And then the layup, of course, that's his best thing right here. I was able to go with 94, and then you have to have a high layup and a high close shot as well to get shades of. I did something wrong. I'm just gonna go back and check. Oh yeah, so we go 46 here, and then we'll be able to go 80. So the other ones, there was one I had 90 close shot, then I switched it around, but I was able to get, this is probably the best and most closest Kyrie build that you're gonna possibly get on OGens, because you're so limited to what you can and cannot do. This is probably the closest that you're gonna get to Kyrie, I'm gonna be honest with you. So we're gonna continue. The best takeovers, you get only these takeovers: shot creating, sharp, and playmaking. But to me, this is Kyrie all day. This is his game. Like ankle breaking shots, Kyrie 100%, and limitless range, 100%. That's Kyrie. So of course, once you do that, there's no cap in my rap, no clickbait. You get #1 shades of Kyrie Irving, and you should already know what type of player he is. He is a shot creating 3-level threat. That's Kyrie. That's like the perfect build name for him. So we're gonna test this build, get this build to 99, and then we are going to finish this build off. So we get 17 finishing. This is the most important ones. These for sure, they're very important. These are the ones that you want to have for Kyrie. But all of these, you don't need any of these. But look at that, we definitely want Hall of Fame. And then I'm gonna just go with like bronze. Let me see, go silver. All right, so Hall of Fame acrobat, that's Kyrie all the way. At least silver giant slayer. If you want to go higher, you can. We want both of these. Okay, this is where the build is gonna be dope, because we're not gonna dunk, so we don't need to focus on like posterizer or limitless takeoff. Yeah, we don't need any of that. But the cool thing is, you want to core either one. It doesn't matter. If you want to core Fearless first, then you do that. If you want to core Slithery first, then you do that. But you will be able to get these two, so that's dope. Alright, you'll be able to get these both on gold. Now, the shooting is also going to be another one. So I want a little bit of Midi Magician. Right? Some people would say that they want it high. You could definitely go higher. But these are the ones that, let me see, or silver right here. So I want to focus more on like, let me see, blinders goes to gold here. So that's something that I want to work on. So I would definitely core blinders for sure. And then you can go limitless range as well. But once you core this, you'll have 7 again. You'll save 7 points. And then you can put these all back to like maybe gold or Hall of Fame. But this is just the video purposes, right? Playmaking is very important with this Kyrie. These are the most important ones for Kyrie. All of these right here. Probably not bailout, but you know, quick first step, unpluckable. These are like the go-to ones. Hyperdrive is also important too, but like I said, I haven't played OGen NBA 2K25, so I don't know what are the requirements for double equip core badges. I don't know if you can still do that. You should be able to, but if you can, of course, you want a double core for playmaking. So maybe take out the shooting, and then you'll still have shooting badges, but you won't have any cores. So maybe you just don't go core, and then you can, like I said, clamp breaker. You want that on Hall of Fame. Handles for days. You do want end killer combos. These you should be able to get. If you double core, you should be able to get all of these, and then you'll be able to get like hyperdrive as well. But of course, let's say we core this, we'll keep the 8, and then we'll be able to get clamp breaker as well. So we'll be able to core clamp breaker and core killer combos, and that's gonna help us save a lot of the badge points, and then we could put that to handles for days, or we could put that to hyperdrive. You know, it's really up to you, but for the purpose of this video, I'll just go with this. The defense. So we know Kyrie's not a defender, but to me, I do want to maybe core a workhorse, and then I'll have force to work with. And you could probably do pick dodge or menace or ankle braces, but to me, I kind of like this just because you get a Hall of Fame badge and you don't have that much defense, so this is going to help you a lot right here. Alright, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build. And I know a lot of y'all be speaking about like jump shots. Look, you can equip Kyrie's jump shot right here. You know what I mean? That would be a good jump shot to use. His jump shot is, in a lot of 2Ks, it's always been solid. Alright, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build. And until next time, much love.